Hello YouTube. Do you have outlets that are backstabbed, or maybe you're thinking about wiring an outlet and you're going to YouTube to ask the question about whether backstabbing the outlet is safe or how to do it? In this video, I'm going to cover exactly what backstabbing an outlet is, why it's frowned upon in the industry, why I don't like it myself, show you an example of what can happen and the dangers of backstabbing the outlet with a real example in a photo, and then how I would prefer to wire the outlet to avoid any potential dangers. Okay, so the first thing is backstabbing the outlet is when you have an outlet that's got these little holes in the back where you can just slip the wire in and push it in all the way, so that way that's how you make the connection. Okay, so that's what's referred to as backstabbing the outlet in the industry. Now I'm going to come around the other side of the camera and get some close-ups here to show you why it's frowned upon and why I particularly don't like it. So we are here, and I've got this portion of the outlet removed, so you can see where this backstabbing occurs here and here. I took this part out so you can see what's happening. Right in here you have the slot where the wire gets pushed in, okay? And all that is a little flap of metal that creates a pinch point up against this top piece. A tiny little pinch point, right? Where all the power that's being drawn from the load, from the hot wire coming in, is all channeled through that little pinch point. And so why is it a problem? Well, first, it's a very small spot to contact the wire. Okay, here's the wire. A very small spot to contact it and pinch it. And this is like a metal spring, not in the spring in the sense that you are used to seeing one of those coily springs, but it's a bent piece of metal that's supposed to have some pressure that squeezes the wire in between itself and the upper piece of metal. Okay, so it's got, like, it does this, and then the wire gets pushed through like this. Over time, this will loosen, and it'll loosen because of a lot of the heat that's going through that wire. And also, if you've pulled the wire in and out a couple of times, that will cause it to loosen. And when that loosens, what will happen is you'll get additional heat. When you don't have a firm contact and there's a slight little gap, you have a tiny little arc that occurs, and it gets much hotter and hotter. And then what could happen is exactly what I'm going to show you in a photo in a moment. The other thing is sometimes these are not pushed in properly and they just pop out. And if they pop out, now you've got this loose wire sitting in your electrical box, and it could touch the side of the electrical box. If it's metal and it's not grounded properly, you could be touching the neutral. There's a lot of things that could happen if the wire pops out, and those things pop out a lot. I've been at homes where I've helped people with their electrical, and as I'm just pulling the outlet out of the box, the wire pops out. You know, maybe some of you that have dealt with backstabbed outlets before have seen that happen, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if that wire can just pop out of there just by pulling the outlet out of the box to work on it, then guess what? It never did have a really good solid connection in there, and that pinch point was not really working properly. I'm going to show you the picture right now of the outlet that was burnt because of backstabbing, and all that heat builds up. You've got this plastic, and you're just asking for trouble. The best scenario is it just melts the area and you smell it, and hopefully you catch it in time and you turn off you flip off the breaker. So another thing that when you're backstabbing, sometimes people backstab because they've already got it completely wired up, and they want to now, they don't have enough room. Maybe they've got another outlet side by side, right? And they want to go from one to the other, and then now they also want to go to another room, and for whatever reason they decide I want to backstab, and then either the power coming in or the power going out to the next outlet or the next room to make it easier. And now you've got all of that power that's going through this outlet and anything else down the line, is all that power is going through that pinch point. That's a huge problem. You absolutely do not want that. And again, another dangerous situation when it comes to backstabbing. So now let's talk about what I prefer. And what I prefer is to use the terminal screws. Okay, so if you're using the terminal screws, you're going to get the entire J-hook, this isn't actually a good J-hook. This is one of my example wires of what not to do because the insulation was cut too short. But anyway, if you imagine that this one was done properly, you've got the entire surface area of this J-hook up against the metal here on this, like it's a face plate, okay, of the behind the terminal screw, and the terminal screws pushing down on the J-hook, and it's pressing it up against the metal backing here, which is all tied in to the outlet. That is much safer. Also, let me just grab another outlet. Okay, the best way, I've got this GFCI where I can show you. You've got this slot here where you can either do a J-hook around here like I had mentioned, or you could slide it straight in, assuming this was stripped properly, like this, straight into there, and then you can tighten down on the terminal screw there, and now you're not creating a J-hook, but you're behind this little metal plate, and you're making at least the solid contact. It's straight in. You can still have a dangerous situation where if you didn't tighten it well enough, it could pop out, which is why I still prefer the J-hooks. But this is just another way to do it that's better than backstabbing because of all of the metal contact that you have here, and you also have the ability to tighten it and put enough torque on it to hold it properly. You're not just relying on the whatever's left as far as tension is concerned from this backstab outlet here, okay? So now tell me, have you backstabbed outlets? Do you have any backstab outlets in your house? How can you check? Okay, so the best way to check is really all you need to do is take the cover off, and you'll be able to see. You'll be able to look, and you'll be able to see whether you have any wires attached to the terminal screws. If you don't, and you look on both sides, you don't, then you know they're backstabbed. Okay, so you have an option of, what I would do is I would kill the power, pull the outlet out, and wire it properly. That's what I would do to it. To each his own though, but that's what I would do. If you have any questions about backstabbing and any issues at all, please let me know in the comments. I do answer. I would also appreciate a thumbs up on this video. That would help the channel. And I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. So would help if you could sub to the channel and help me reach that milestone. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone, and I do hope you have a great day.